At the shooting guard position, standing 6 foot, number 1.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Miles Turner.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, MP out there with ball. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the team. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. Now, we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity, he'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Halliburton outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And stolen by MP. Here's Ball. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. And it's Mathurin, top of the key. It's tipped.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that
time. MP deciding where to go with it. Ball finds Giddey. Ball sets a screen for Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hawk. You have to give it up to this man.
The Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Take a look at the Bulls. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Indiana sitting directly below him, just 1 spot down.
And seeing where Indiana is, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
Turner with a screen on Giddey. Mathurin, good.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Halliburton against Ball. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, how about the concentration from Ball? Not allowing himself to be denied. Really got to wrap him up on these shots to prevent the bucket.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Nembhard on the wing. Giddey defending. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Shoots over Vucevic. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Giddey. Nembhard grabs the board.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by MP. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Hawks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Buzelis.
Now Pascal Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to commit the foul.
Smith checked in for the Bulls. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 7. Here's Nembhard. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Vucevic. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. And he overshot that one, missing. Chicago's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
That's what you call playing with passion and getting after it, Jalen Smith.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Siakam.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable 3-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
Giddey the pass to MP. Giddey with the screen on Mathurin. MP, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage. Restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
A really good athlete. Mathurin is a huge asset in transition.
And a wide open look for MP. And it's off from 3-point range. Pacers trail by 3. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's 7 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Cans the 12-footer. Vucevic has got 5.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anywhere.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
And that one drops.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Ball, the pass to Giddey. Here's MP for the 3. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Pass to Turner. Now, here is Halliburton. MP with it. Halliburton picks him up. Vucevic the pass to Smith. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
My goodness, how fast off his feet is Jalen Smith. That is spectacular.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Floats it up for MP. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Nembhard with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Mathurin. And here's Halliburton. Fires the three. Rebounded by Vucevic. MP against Turner. MP outside. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
Boy, the explosive finish at the cup by MP. He might have surprised himself, folks.
Halliburton kicks to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving it around. To the paint. The jump hook. And Siakam with the nice bucket inside. Siakam's got 7 points.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Here's Vucevic. Smith sets the pick for Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, and Ball's size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
Chicago making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Josh Giddey. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against Miami got the job done. He dropped in 55 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Smith. Ball kicks to MP. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Siakam. Toppin passes to Shepard. Knocks down the 3 ball. Shepard's got his second bucket tonight.
What a heads-up play by Obi Toppin. Feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
Ball sets a screen for Huerter. Lets it go from 14.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Nesmith. From outside, off the mark. The Bulls leading by 7. Outside, Ball. Pass to Collins. Fades. The shot will not fall. Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Siakam misses. Chicago's gotten a lot of shots off from 3-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Huerter kicks to MP. Now Ball. Back to MP. Takes the 3. He's through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Ball against McConnell. Pass to Shepard. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Shepard's got 7 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here is MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
It's his first trip to the line. White, he's checked in for ball. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
McConnell scanning the floor. Neesmith. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. A nice shot by MP.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Siakam outside. Tapping a screen on Collins. Siakam's shot is off. And so it's MP making things happen for the Bulls. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Neesmith. Siakam is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Shepard, and it's McConnell in at the point. And the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. A 12-point game. Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for him. Hard to play, but he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
And Indiana making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. When a team Doris is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit, how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available. The shooting fundamentals are a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
On the wing, Giddey. He's covered by McConnell. He gets it in there.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Halliburton for three. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
The three from MP. MP drills the three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Siakam. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Pass to Giddey. Back to MP. MP with the powerful alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here is Halliburton. He had 25 points last game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Pass to Giddey from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Siakam inside. Vucevic on him. Here's Halliburton. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And here's MP for three. Sinks the triple. Healers got 32 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Bulls making a change here. Ball's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Miles Turner comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Shots good by Turner.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Bulls.
Here's Giddey. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. MP passes to Vucevic. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Halliburton. Ball with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He is playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Now here's Giddey. Nesmith covering. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Nembhard the pass to Turner. Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Chicago grabs the miss. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
I think they took tremendous satisfaction from that performance and ended up winning going away. So is it something they'll look to repeat tonight?
Turner with a screen on Ball. And Turner with the slam.
Well, how about that length and explosiveness? Miles Turner in style.
Now Giddey. 7 points in the game. Vucevic dishes to MP. Who's zealous with the ball. 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Misses the 3.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Nembhard the pass to Nesmith. There's the triple. It's hauled in by MP. Healers got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Floats it up for MP. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Pacers trailed by 19. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Collins checked in for the Bulls. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Halliburton against Ball, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. MP is second.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball, the pass to Huerter. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 17. Siakam passes to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Turner with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Puts up a deep three. And it's Mathurin missing. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You just can't allow Ball to get comfortable when he's penetrating inside. He does a great job of using his size and those hesitation moves to draw fouls.
TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here is Ball. 7 points in the game. Pass to Peeler. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Peeler's got 37.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
Nembhard with it. He's picked up by Collins. He gets that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
A three from MP. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the foul. It'll go on TJ McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Ball finds Huerter. Ball sends a screen for Huerter. For three. He controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And so it's Indiana with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
McConnell against Ball. Pass to Peeler. And MP throws it down.
That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
Indiana's gotten into trouble with the through ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Nembhard and foul on the shot. so he'll get a chance at the line. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first one falls. Some changes for Chicago. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Jones subbed in for Ball. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Outside Mathurin. Back to McConnell. To the middle.
In the first half.
Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got 9 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Jones, the pass to MP. Traps in the train. Healer's got 46 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Out left to the wing. Siakam left side. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Boy, great answer by Benedict Mathurin. What a shot from distance.
Here's MP. An easy 2 points on the way. Healer's got 48.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Inside, here's McConnell, and the rejection by MP. Pass to Jones. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
35. Seconds left in the first half. Outside Turner. Back to McConnell. Out to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with a screen on Smith. Here's Siakam. That one, no good. Smith with some nice D. Here's Herter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Bulls out front, just dominating this one. You step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Looking at the Bulls.
All right, settling back into our game. Some great stuff in that first half from MP.
You gotta love what MP is doing. Looking like a true superstar. Reminds me of myself and Ernie.
You know, I don't need this kind of abuse. I don't have to be here. Like, we can go one-on-one right now. Shaq, you know what? Ernie, you referee. Shaq, you get the ball. No shots in the paint allowed.
Huh? What'd you say?
And that is...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Bruzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Ball. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Vucevic. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it, and now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
From the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Down low. And Vucevic kicks the ball. The Bulls need to get a shot off. And it's Vucevic missing. Pacers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And he makes that one. Siakam's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pacers.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Giddey the pass to Peeler. Oh, Vucevic in position.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to Nembhard. Now Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Ball. Vucevic against Turner.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic is a lot to handle. Does a great job drawing that contact.
The Bulls have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Line for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic.
And he's good on the second. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ball against Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Back to Turner. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on MP.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
Second free throw, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the inside. It's deflected. Peeler passes to Vucevic. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Peeler's got 4 assists in the game. Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Halliburton passes to Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Buzella sets a screen for MP. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mathurin for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
MP outside. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Halliburton looking around. Turner with a screen on Giddey. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
White, he's checked in for ball.
3 shots.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Pass to Vucevic. Giddey with it. Vucevic a screen on Mathurin. Here's Giddey. Mathurin with the ball. Defended by Giddey. Siakam passes to Nembhard. And the 3 ball is good. Nembhard's got 8 points.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Vucevic a screen on Halliburton. Here's Giddey. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Mathurin against Giddey, and the shot is good. And that's now 20 points here for Bennedict Mathurin.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
Here's MP. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Halliburton finds Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Giddey. The 11-footer. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Giddey the pass to White. From about 19 feet. Again, Chicago. Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Halliburton outside, looking to get it going, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Wherever he's gone, the shot has followed. Halliburton perfecting his craft in the mid-range.
Outside, White. Pass to Vucevic. MP right side. Here's Mathurin. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Pass to Vucevic. Here's White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his third assist on the night. And so it's Haliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You know, we talk about length defensively. Siakam's so long offensively. Trying to get a challenge on him, you are often going to put him at the line.
Chicago making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Josh Giddey. And the Pacers also making a change. Nesmith is checked in. Huerter kicks to White. Smith sets the pick for White. In the corner, Smith with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's MP for 3. It's rebounded by Tyrese Haliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Haliburton with it. Siakam left side. Haliburton outside. Shoots over White. And it's Haliburton missing. Bulls leading by 21. White inside. He's covered by Haliburton. The layup off target. Chicago grabs the miss. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. MP against Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Looking here at some numbers for Haliburton. The past month has been surreal. Putting up about 22 points per 9 assists and 2 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Toppin comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Haliburton. White against McConnell. Toppin a screen on White. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Nesmith. Lets it go with a 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost. Went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
15-5.
It's going to be on MP. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Pacers trail by 21. Toppin passes to McConnell. Back to Toppin. Pass to McConnell. And Siakam has it in the corner. Lets a floater go.
Nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Collins trying to break free. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw.
Indiana shooting well. They're at 45%. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. T.J. McConnell is out there with Haliburton. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give
the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Ball kicks to Giddey. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that three-point shot's going to make him so dangerous.
Halliburton against MP. And finished off by Halliburton.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Indiana moving it around. Jackson passes to Toppin. 5 on the clock. And there's Jackson on the assist by Toppin.
What a smart pass by Obi Toppin. He does not let that opportunity pass him by.
Pass to Buzelis. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And here's MP for three.
They're still struggling to find the bottom of the net from three-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
Now, here's Nesmith. There's a screen by Toppin. Back to Halliburton. Into the lane. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here's MP. He's covered closely. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Toppin.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Halliburton, that's... good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
To the paint. A three from MP. He doesn't hit that one. Pacers trail by 18. To the middle. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Peeler, and he banks in the lane. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you... to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Indiana. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Halliburton for 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Nesmith. No good from outside.
Absolutely tenacious guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Toppin with the steal. Here's Nembhard, covered by MP. Inside, here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's MP. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
Crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
Free throw good, MP.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations. So those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Now, Ball. Vucevic a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists now tonight. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Down low. To halt the run, and the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
MP outside. 3-pointer. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Halliburton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Nembhard. No good that time. Good defense by MP.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, you love to see the intensity from MP. Doesn't let the physical defense impede him in any way.
Turner's checked in for Indiana. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Halliburton outside. Indiana moving it around. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Buzelis. Now, MP. And the Bulls. With another miss. Siakam outside. Now, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. The fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
Nembhard with it. Turner with a screen on MP. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Lets it go from deep. Second chance effort. Here's Ball. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Siakam passes to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
MP outside. To the middle. Trying to find Vucevic. That's it to him.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. The three-pointers off the mark. Chicago leading by 21. Ball, the pass to Phelan. Vucevic setting the pick for MP. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Pacers making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Rebound by the Bulls. It's stolen by Mathurin. Locked loose. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Nembhard, covered by MP. And the shot goes in.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
And here is Ball. Pass to Giddey. To the inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
That is the size and power coming into play right there. Vucevic excels at using his physical advantages to capitalize.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Buzelis. Kevin Huerter comes in for Josh Giddey. And Jones subbed in for Ball. And to the Bulls, shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Vucevic a screen on Halliburton. And Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Outside Mathurin to the paint. Here's Turner. Can't hit from in close. Here's Chicago. They're on an 11-2 run. MP dishes to Jones. Vucevic a screen on Halliburton. Huerter with it. Mathurin picks him up.
2 minutes.
Here's Vucevic. Sweet move. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Siakam. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton against MP. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mathurin. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest right here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've won. Some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
MP outside. Got a piece of it. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Back to MP. Oh, good on the triple. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. And the rejection by Smith. And they recover it. And it's Mathurin missing. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute.
That's what I'm talking about. Solid effort tonight on both ends.